JaCoby, first, what Coach was talking about yesterday, he said that you guys aren't seeing your next opponent this week. Which week is the hardest to prepare? Is it this week, knowing what you've got next week, or when the actual game week gets here?
I wouldn't say it's difficult to prepare. We're college athletes. We know what comes. Like Coach O said, we're taking it 1 week at a time. So right now, we're focused on us, focused on the LSU Tigers. Like tomorrow, we have Tiger Bowl. Guys get opportunities that they really never got throughout the year to prove themselves. And then when next week comes, we know who our opponent is, and we're going to trust the game plans that the coaches give us.
Do you think, from a secondary standpoint, it seems like over the past 3 games, somebody's either picked on Derek Stingley, and it's been really good, or Fulton, and the other guys had to just pretty much chill.
Right.
Do you think next week you're going to need a great effort from both of them collectively?
Those guys that have great athletes, they have a great receiver room over there, and they're gonna use their weapons just like any other team would. And as a defense, our job is to try to take away those weapons. Every game, every week that we go into as a defense, we sit down and look at what are the offense's greatest weapons, and our job is to try to take those guys away. And Alabama has a great set of receivers that they do have.
How difficult is it just to take away one, much less three, in that kind of a scenario?
That's what Coach trying to get the big bucks for, man. He's figured it out, and he's going to do it again. And like I said, as a defense, we're just going to have to trust that game plan and just execute it. Our job is to execute it and try to limit those guys on what they do best.
How different do you think it might be, just looking on film, playing against that kind of a trio than your own trio with Jamar, Justin, and Terrace?
Well, that's the perk of having Jamar, Justin, and Terrace, man, because you see that stuff every day. None of that is new. Last year, kind of coming in, we were kind of blindsided because we didn't have those type of looks. But now in practice, we see that Monday through Friday, just guys that make plays on Saturdays like that, and it kind of can translate to what we're going to see next week.
JaCoby, when you guys are preparing for a game that has this much hype surrounding it, not to mention it's been a very long time since LSU has beat Bama, how do you stay mentally focused throughout the bye week and then for the next week preparing for the actual game?
I think Coach O does a good job of kind of, like he said, making us stay focused on us right now. We could be like, hey, we have Alabama next week and let's prepare, but most teams and most good teams, we take bye weeks to look at ourselves. We do self-reflections. We looked at what we did wrong for these last 4 games, and we try to fix those problems. And then that's what we're doing now. We're fixing the problems that we had for these past 4 games and try to execute and try to figure out what we did wrong. So when we come in for this next game off this bye week, we won't see those same problems.
JaCoby, with everything the way it is now this season, maybe even last year, is it crazy to think that there were some people that were against Coach O taking over this program?
Coach O proved himself, man. I love Coach O, and he's done he's like he said, you can't be no better than 8-0 right now. We played 8 games and we're undefeated, and he's a player's coach, and he gets his players ready to play. I know he gets me ready to play every day on Saturday, and I don't think there's anybody that's better, or I don't think there's anybody that can get this better and more fit for this job.
Do you think it'd be better if both teams played this game immediately after, like another game without a bye week?
That's a question. I don't have enough power to answer that question. That's SEC officials right there.
JaCoby, when you talk about self-reflection, what has it been that you've been reflecting on yourself so far?
For me, it's just eye discipline. For me, I go back to the Auburn play where my eyes were wrong and I gave up that 70-yard run. Just little technique things and picking up on tendencies that certain things receivers do when they come off the ball, and where the quarterback looks before he throws the ball, and just different things that I can improve my game on and improve my technique on. So when we do play come next week, I'd be a better player than I was for these past games.
Is this a game where you think if you take the quick slant away from them, that you'll have success?
If we could take their strength away, we'll have success. And that's the thing. That's what defense is for. We're trying to take away their best weapon, and if quick slant's their best weapon, we're going to try to figure out how to take that away. And but the thing is with them that they do so much, and they do they do some of the same things, and it's in different ways and make it look different. That's what makes it hard. And they have such great talent. Sometimes if you do know the play, they still get it executed because the talent level is very high.
When you say make it look different, like what exactly?
Maybe they'll line up in different formations. They may have a motion, and maybe they even use different personnel, and that's the talent that I'm talking about, man. Alabama is very talented, and we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna have to come ready to play.
Would you say that's the best receiving core that you're going to see?
By far. Other than our receiver core, they're by far the best receiving core that we're going to see that we have seen this year.
Talking about taking away like a weapon or the strength, is there like, have you already identified that kind of a play type or personnel group that they really hinge upon when you face them next weekend?
We haven't really put in a solid game plan yet. I'm pretty sure that Coach Aranda and staff has, but right now we've been, like I said, we've really been focusing on us. I mean, like today we looked at Auburn film. We're going to look at, like we in the locker room talking about looking at these past 4 games. Like at the beginning of the year, when we had our first bye, we looked at the first 4 games, and now we're looking at the second 4 games. And then next week, that's when we're going to start breaking in on Alabama. Sorry.
A lot of players have conflicting ideas when it comes to a bye week, but when you're preparing for a team like Alabama, a little bit of a different offense than you've seen this year. Do you prefer to have the 2 weeks of preparation?
Oh yeah, I mean you take as much preparation as you can. You never shoot it down. They give us 3 weeks, we'll take 3 weeks, but we're definitely going to use all this time to get ready for Alabama. And we're going to do our best. We're going to try to, like I said, we're going to come out and try to execute. And like I said, defensive-wise, take away their weapons.
So the NCAA took another step and let players cash in on that likeness.
Oh, I mean, I know a lot of guys are excited about that and stuff like that, but they're, NCAA at the end of the day, they're here to try to make our experience better. And you see that how a lot of officials are coming together and trying to make and take care of the athletes. And just to say that we're moving forward on that, and because when my parents are playing, shoot, they didn't even get a stipend that I get now. So now we're going from athletes such as my parents not even having a meal to we're getting paid for our likeness is a huge step forward.
Thanks.